Hi everyone, it's Sandy, and today what I thought I would do is kind of just talk through my first month on BookTube, which is very exciting. I tend to use that word a lot, exciting, I'm noticing, which isn't quite what I mean to say all the time, but I am obviously very excited all the time. So what I thought I would do is kind of a May check-in for my May TBR, and then also talk about what my June reading plans and how I'm already overcommitting myself. Good job. Okay, so for May, I had selected 5 books from my green bowl as far as the books I plan to read off my 1001 book list, and they were all 2021 books. And I can give you a great update on that. So of the 5, I have read Three Penny Opera by Bertolt Brecht. I've read Passage to India by E.M. Forster. I have read Austerlitz by W.G. Siebold, and I have read Silence by Shusaku Endo. And I've talked about those in previous videos. The one book that I have left, that's not even right. That's not right. I've read, what have I read? What did I read? I read, my goodness, I've read Three Penny Opera, Passage to India, Austerlitz. Oh, and Rabbit is Rich. I was blocking it out of my memory. That would be very true, blocking it out of my memory. So of those 5, I have only one book left, and it is the Book of Disquiet by Fernando Pessoa. And since there's about, 5 days left and I have a 3-day weekend, probably we'll get to this one because it's also the only one I have left off the 1001 list to put in a video this weekend unless I pick up something else. So I did really well on my May TBR for my 1001 list. Very exciting. And then I also was doing the Asian Readathon in the month of May, and for that one I had selected Silence by Shusaku Endo for the first prompt, which I have also read. The second prompt, which was the Asian protagonist, was Animals People by Indra Sinha, which I have also read and talked about in previous videos. The third prompt was a by your favorite or in your favorite genre, which I picked Inspector Singh Investigates, A Most Peculiar Malaysian Murder, and I have finished that one. And then the non-fiction one is I Am Malala, and I have not finished it yet, or haven't even started it yet. So I'm going to try to finish this one. I would like to. I just don't know if I'm going to have enough time, but we'll see. This is what one of the ones I have left from the Asian Readathon. The other one I had picked up as a non-US centric one, which was Persepolis, which I have also read and talked about in my Asian Readathon announcement. The other one that I had was Wild Swans as a stretch goal. And yeah, I'm not going to get to this. There's just no way. It is such a thick book. It has 560 pages, 545 pages in it. Yeah, not going to make it. Plus, I've heard it's depressing, and I can't do a depressing book right now. I need something more cheerful and fun. But yeah, Wild Swans I didn't get to, and I had said it was a stretch goal all along, so I'm happy not doing that one. I will save it. I'm sure I will have another opportunity where this one will absolutely make the list, or I will pick it up just when maybe I'm in a mood for something sad, which we'll see. But don't know yet. Okay, so in addition to that, I also have my book club with some of my friends at work, which we are reading Barry Hughhart's Bridge of Birds. I haven't even started this, and thankfully we've moved our book club meeting until next week. So I now have a week to read this. I will definitely pick this up over the weekend. It is pretty short. It's only a couple hundred pages. I would imagine I would read this in about a day, but it is one I actually do need to concentrate on. It's on my reading one for this weekend. So if I read all 3 books that I had committed to for May this weekend, this is my stack. So I'm going to guess that this one's not going to happen, but we'll see. I doubt that I'm going to get to that one, maybe. So you would think for June, I would learn my lesson because I had so many books I had committed to for Asian Readathon and for my 1001 list that I would kind of treat myself nicer in June. No, definitely did not treat myself nicer already in June. And not overcommit myself. But of course, yep, I completely did. So what I am doing in June is I'm participating in the Pastoral Readathon, which is with Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats, which is Summer's channel and Angie's channel. And we are reading as part of that. There's actually 4 prompts. One is the group read, which is The Lark Rise to Candleford. There are 3. This is a trilogy. And so this one, we're trying to decide, I think people are trying to decide if they're going to read one or all. There's 556 pages in this if we read all 3. It will be my actual first group buddy read on Boxer too, so I'm very excited about that. And there's a couple people in there that I really enjoy talking with, so Lark Rise to Candleford should be an interesting one for the group read. The second one is to pick a book with a pastoral cover. And for this one, I did go to my 1001 book list to try and see what I could find. And what I found was A World of Love by Elizabeth Bowen. I had never heard of this, but I love how thin it is. Yay! In A World of Love, an uneasy group of relations are living under one roof at Montford, a decaying manor in the Irish countryside, when 20-year-old Jane finds in the attic a pocket of love letters written years ago by Guy, her mother's one-time fiance, who died in World War I. The discovery has explosive repercussions. It is not clear to whom the letters are addressed, and their appearance begins to lay bare the strange and unspoken connection between the adults now living in the house. Soon, a girl on the brink of womanhood, a mother haunted by lost love, and a ruined matchmaker with her own claim on the dead wage a battle that makes the ghostly Guy a real presence in Montford as any of the living. Cool. So that is this one, A World of Love. And like I said, it is on my 1001 book list and it is short. So I'm guessing I'm going to make it with that one. Okay. So the next one is to read a book in a rural setting. And I did also go back again to my 1001 book list. And it's one I've already talked about a little bit, which is Silas Marner. And this one is set in Ravenlow, which is a village where the main character becomes a weaver. I do have a plan for this one. It will be my first reading vlog. Very excited to do this one as well. And then the last one is a children's book. And I did go to my 1001 book list, and there were actually a few children's books on it. But for this one, I found Tarka the Otter. And this cover is just so cool. And as you can see, yes, I bought more books. Even post-book haul, I bought more books. And I even have another one coming in the mail, and it's not here yet. So, yeah. Anyway, so this one, set along the rivers Taw and Torridge in North Devon, Tarka the Otter follows the birth, life, and inevitable death of Tarka in vivid and lyrical prose that reflects Williamson's intimate study of the natural world. Written from the perspective of the otter, William's narrative is empathetic but unsentimental. Tarka roams and crosses the landscape, encountering other animals, finding mates, and surviving in an environment that is at times brutal. This is also fundamentally a tale of the hunted animal. Moments of peace are interrupted by the sound of the otter hunt, culminating in a 40-page account of the final chase and battle between Tarka and the hound Deadlock. Oh no, Tarka's not gonna, oh no, that's not good. That can't be good. Look, there's illustrations in it. I can't turn it right. That's very cool. So that's the next. Oh, there's a lot of illustrations in it. That's very cool. So I am excited about this one. It is, again, excited. Why am I always excited? So that one, Tarka the Otter, is also on my 1001 book list. So very, very happy about that. In addition to that, I have joined Mark at BookTime with Elvis's European Challenge, where we will be assigned a team. And at the time of filming this, I don't know what team I'm on. So, typical me, I went through and made a very sophisticated list. Extremely sophisticated. For Mark with BookTime with Elvis, on his challenge, you're assigned a group, and you can pick a group pick a book that's either set in the country, or you can pick a book written by an author from that country. And you, if your team wins, you don't have to pick another book. If they lose, you have to pick a book by the team who beat them. So I could read anywhere from 1 to 4 books, and I don't know yet how many I'm going to have to read, which is why I'm saying I'm over allocating myself again in June, because I didn't learn my lesson. So, but with that, I was able to go through and actually find a book in the 1001 book list for every single country, with the exception of North Macedonia or Slovakia, which probably means I'll get Slovakia and they'll be beaten by North Macedonia, because I don't have any books picked for them. And I can get a bulk of these from the library, which I'm also excited about. And I'm back. So in addition to that, because that's not enough, and with Mark's Readathon, I am doing my first buddy read with someone on BookTube, and which is Gina Stanyer, and we are going to read While Justice Sleeps. This one should hopefully be a pretty fast read, but I am very, not going to say excited. I am thrilled that I get to do one with her, so this one should be really fun. And then I talked my book club group at work into reading The Humans by Matt Haig. And so I didn't talk them into it. I talked them into it being my pick, my turn for a pick, because we were putting books in a big batch and then randomly selecting them. And then, of course, my first 2 books, I didn't get my books picked. And now I just really want to read one of my books. So I convinced them that it was my turn and that we should alternate people rather than alternating randomly picking books. And so I think it is, I really want to read this one. I think it's going to be really great. But that one should be really fun. And I probably will fit it in pretty quickly, because I really do want to read this book. Okay. So with that, without Mark's in there, Mark with BookTime with Elvis, this is already the stack that I'm committing to reading in June. Yeah, I mean, a couple of these, like I said, are short. A couple of these I think will be very fast reads. And one of them is going to be my reading vlog, which I think will be really fun. And, but because I'm very much like this, I am still going to draw. I'm trying to figure it all out. So in June, there are 4 Sundays. So if on the off chance I get through this massive stack and I get through Mark's challenge with one book, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not quite, if I did only read 1, 7 is not bad. I am going to go ahead and draw 4. Yeah. So, yeah, I've lost my mind. I really have. For the first draw, let's I'm going to have to redraw because this is really funny. So after reading Rabbit is Rich, someone said, you probably shouldn't read Sabbath Theater by Philip Roth. And I got Sabbath Theater by Philip Roth. Horrible. Okay. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do it again because I'm just going to do it again. So, okay. So the first one is going to be Martin Eden by Jack London. I have read one of his books and actually really liked it. And so that's why I put this one on there. It's also very highly rated on Goodreads. So Martin Eden, I don't own it. I will be probably either getting it from the library or as an ebook. So we'll see on that one. And then the next one for book 2 is a tough one. Dr. Faustus by Thomas Mann. It's a long one, I believe, as well. I don't know much about it other than I've heard the name before. It's on several lists as being one of the hardest books to read. So that should be fun. And then the next one is Blonde by Joyce Carol Oates. This one was definitely, I believe, on the Pulitzer list as well, which I don't know why now I have so many Pulitzers after my bad experience in May. Yay! But Blonde by Joyce Carol. I have actually had this checked out at least one time before and didn't read it, and don't know why I didn't read it. But Blonde, okay. Okay, last one. Last one. Let's see what we get. Am I going to get one of the ones I really want to read? Uncle Silas by J. Sheridan Le Fanu. So this one, it has just a very famous kind of looking cover of it, and which is why I wanted to read it when I made my 2021 list, which I'm now seriously regretting. So yeah, those are the 4 that would be on my 2021 list. Like, where is The Optimist's Daughter by Eudora Welty, or Casino Royale, which is, you know, just a fun Ian Fleming James Bond novel, or The Midwich Cuckoos by John Wyndham, which I'm very excited to read. No, I didn't get those. No, I got Thomas Mann and Dr. Faustus, and yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure right now because that's a lot. That's a lot of books, but those ones are really dependent on how many I get from how many books I have to read for Book Time with Elvis. And I do actually want to read some other books in here. So we'll see how it goes. But that is what my May TBR looks like, celebrating my first month on BookTube. And then also what my, what my June plans are as of right now. So I may, I don't know. I have to read this one. I don't really have to read this one. I do need to read this one in the next couple of days. I'm not reading this one. So I think these ones are going to have to go back, and I'll have to end up reading these 2, as well as finishing Greenland. So this is kind of my reading plan for this week. And then I have Year of the Witch checked out from the library. It's due in 3 days. And I have The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. I also have Mexican Gothic checked out. Yeah, so I don't know. Wish me luck. Until later, everyone. Bye.